Well, engines have evolved and they employ massive technology. That's why Dorman's focused on the future. Let's talk about some of those technologies. You know, engines employ VVT, variable valve timing, VVL, variable valve lift, DOD, displacement on demand, and MD, multiple displacement. It's a lot of big words just to say they're basically rerouting the oil and collapsing lifters and giving you the best gas mileage and performance they can give you at different operating conditions. Well, with that comes some problems. First and foremost, here's a tech tip for you. Use the right oil. You got 50 weight and you got 0W20. Well, remember, we always just dump in 50. Hey, that's better. It's high mileage, it's going to do the job. Not the case. You want to use the manufacturer specified oil and change your oil filter while you're at it. Make sure you have good oil change and oil change intervals. That'll help. But there's a problem when it comes to that technology, and one of them's located inside the car. It's actually one of these. Dorman has the replacement right here, but the original problem is a plastic housing, which has a problem just with heat alone, and it has an O-ring right here. That's a low-grade O-ring that's failing due to extreme heat. Now that's a major problem because this one's usually stuck in somewhere where you have an oil passage, so you're going to have a massive amount of oil pressure blowing by here. That's not a good thing. It could be a huge leak. This one here, full aluminum construction, and the new gasket here is O-ring tested, so you know it's got a good compression ring on here. You're not going to have that problem, and it even gives you the actual mountain bolt that goes with it. These parts are quality engineered and designed in the U.S. with decades of automotive experience. So make sure you replace it. If you have a multiple displacement solenoid problem, you want to upgrade it to the Dorman one. Now, they're also an OE fix company, and that's pretty cool because I got it right here on my phone. I pulled it up on the web, and if you see it right here, you go through their little book, it shows you everything you need to know. Their road to innovations, everything that they're doing, the feature fixes, some of the things that are going on. And then I really like how it's laid out here. You can see they have the body components, chassis components, electronics, engine, the HVAC systems, and the undercar, all categorized. And really cool, you want to take a look at the proving grounds right there. Boy, they take their components and they run them through some rigorous testing. And why is that? Well, you know you want to do the job right the first time, and you want to make sure it's going to last. And Dorman's going to do just that. Hey, I'm John Gardner. For Dorman Products, we'll catch you next time.
Tribotex is a great product that works. If you just inject it into the engine, you don't have to go through anything extra. But Pasha, if you want to take it to the next level and make Tribotex work at its best, there are a few best practices. Now, number one, you guys have told me, clean the engine. Make sure it's a clean surface to begin with. How does that work?
Yes, you want to make sure that these surfaces are clean. You can use engine flush before oil change, or you can use our new superior artisan bio-based cleaner called PR1.
And PR1 is great because it's environmentally friendly.
It is environmentally friendly, it is non-toxic, and third, it is a super concentrate, so a small amount goes really long way.
And the second thing, no other additives. You don't want to put other stuff in your engine while you're using Tribotex.
Yes, all additive companies, we all fight against common enemy, friction and status quo of large oil companies that produce mediocre product. But it is very difficult to know how different additives will interact. So we recommend you to stay within same technology.
Another one your lead engineer Brian told me about is actually mix Tribotex with the oil before you put the oil into the vehicle, right?
Depends on the application. You can inject it where it's easy to inject, or you can mix it with the oil and pour the oil through the regular route.
You won't notice immediate results necessarily with Tribotex. Sometimes it takes a little while, so you need some patience.
You're right, patience is the virtue in this case, because we are not immediate solid lubricant. We are film former. We build the film over time. It takes about 10 motor hours to build the film that gives you dramatically low friction and all the benefits that goes together with using the product. So when you wait a little, it pays off royally.
But in today's society, I want immediate results. So if I don't see it working immediately, I'm just going to add more and more and more. But that's a big no-no. You don't want to overdo it when it comes to Tribotex.
You will hear difference in noise in the very first 15 minutes when the valve train starts to quiet down. But the biggest difference is from the coating piston cylinder group. The very slow splash lubrication and rings remove most of the lubricant. That's where the most difference for the long-term effect and the fuel consumption happens, and the power. That's what you want to wait for.
You don't want to overdo it with Tribotex.
Yes. Lower amount over longer time, works better than more at once.
You can learn all about the tips and tricks on how to make your car perform better and how to protect it in the long run on Tribotex.com. We're going to take a break here at Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. When we come back, we're going to show you a product that helps you get down low and a product that makes our show go.